welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We got a fine first half out of the former Alabama man, Najee Harris. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. On the handoff, it's Harris. And he'll get about 5.
Najee Harris, the ball carrier. TJ Reed on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second down 5 at the 36-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Harris. Harris, first down. He's not done. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
This one grabbed by Austin. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this. This thing could get out of reach fast.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the give, it's Harris. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the carry.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
A give, and here comes Harris.
Najee Harris, the ball carrier. Chaz Surratt on the tackle. A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. That is brought in at the 10. And he's into the end zone. George Pickens. Touchdown, Steelers.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Steelers will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The visitors' offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. A tight end in motion now. The drive begins with a run, and it's all. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. That's on the longtime Cowboy, Tyron Smith. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He'll tuck it and take off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
3rd down and 9. From the gun, Rodgers gets that one to the veteran Lazard.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we take you through some of the highlights so far, you're going to see a lot of passing yards. He has carved up this defense over 300 yards passing in the game and has been sharp right from the start. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
A run with Harris. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Here comes the jet sweep. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Warren. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you can have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Play action. Now, Wilson A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame him.
He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
3rd and long. Now it's Wilson. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Rodgers to throw. He's across midfield. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion. These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards. You got to pick your chances of when you want to be aggressive, and you got to make sure you make better decisions going forward.
Here's Rodgers. A throw left side taken in by Corley. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Rodgers going up top again. They'll set up the screen to Hall. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a 1st down.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on 3rd down at these shorter down and distances. But in this case, they catch the defense off guard, they timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the 1st down.
Catch made right side by Wilson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back, It looks like the same old hitch route underneath we've seen a few times, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
To the goal line and in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Following the touchdown, the Jets have Rodgers ready to go for two.
The Jets will line up for a two-point
They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And he's got it in for the two, and we're back to a two-score game. The lead is cut to 16. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steelers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally, the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. First and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Now Wilson. That's to the outside, and he's got Jefferson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On third down, here's Wilson. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. Steelers getting ready to put this one away. Xavier Gibson, the Week 1 hero back in 2023, deep to return. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. So now Rodgers and the Jets ready to take over once more. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. The master of play action, Rodgers. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. They get 18 on the pitch and catch, and the Jets have a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. Third down coming up.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
On now comes the punt team for the Jets, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Steelers offense back onto the field for their next possession. As we look back at some of the highlights in this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the ground, this is Harris. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he'll take this forward to the 27.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Harris again. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Throw to the sideline, well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the first down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Off he goes.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
2nd down and 8. Now Warren. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and
3. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. 11 yards for number 11. And a 1st down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
On 1st down, it's Harris. Space hard to come by there. Tackle made right around the 40-yard line.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
That's quickly out to Jefferson. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down, or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. They've been in complete control. They've been able to dictate what they want to do offensively and make the defense react. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
That one is caught in the back of the end zone. George Pickens. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
And of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. On for the extra point is Boswell. The kick is good. And the Steelers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Davis now to return it, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to take over once more. Things not looking good, but see if they can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
I think the defender thought he had himself a pick here, Mike. He saw that curl coming the entire way, but unfortunately for him, it was a curl and go. They took him deep. Leads to a huge pickup.
A first down throw from Rodgers. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection, how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun, Rodgers. Open man, right side. He's got it. 13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Jets first down.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
Over the middle, that's Corley. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike. Touchdown, field goal, but either way, I'm coming away with points.
This complete to Corley.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Again, it's Rodgers. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
To throw is Rodgers. And he's in. Tyler Conklin. Touchdown, Jets. Well, Greg, really down to the point where every possession they need to score, and they get a touchdown here to stay alive.
Mike, I like what I'm seeing out of this team. They find themselves down big late, but there's no quit. They're continuing to fight back, and they got a chance to make this one a 2-possession game here late.
Following the touchdown, the Jets have Rodgers ready to go for 2.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point
On the handoff, here comes Hall. And he gets in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Come back here. Within a couple of scores now, it's a 15-point game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Patterson now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. Here's 1st and 10. Austin brought in motion. Look to hit him with the jet sweep here to begin this drive. And that one's going to be shut down quickly. A minimal gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Russ. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
So often we see a team that's milking a 2-score lead get very conservative, especially in the fourth quarter, but not this coach. He says, all right, I might have a 2-score lead. I want to make it 3. He's trying to put as much pressure on his opponent possible here down the stretch late.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Give up the middle to Harris. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Jets' 10-yard line.
They run it over center with Harris. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, you've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Harris. And he's into the end zone yet again. Najee Harris. Touchdown Steelers. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers are able to extend the lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The Jets offense and receiver Garrett Wilson getting set for their next drive. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. The shotgun, it's A-Rod. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds as the clock will stop. We're stopped anyway as we've hit the 2-minute warning.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now a second down throw from Rodgers. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. Rodgers going up top again. That one, take it in. Middle of the end zone. Mike Williams. Touchdown, New York. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Following the touchdown, the Jets have Rodgers ready to go for 2.
Will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll drop to throw. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the handoff, it's Harris. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Another run here with Harris. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. Now it's Harris.
Najee Harris, the ball carrier. Quincy Williams on the tackle. A 2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This one from 54 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Jets offense make their way out to take over once more. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Rodgers. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays, but I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
2nd down, Rodgers. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.